Hello everybody, LegoBro here. We're back on the command block crash course world. And this kind of weird looking device creates this rather strange, and I don't know how useful it is, feature. So usually with checkpoints and maps, you have this problem where when you die, your items either all get lost, which is fine for some things, or you can turn on keep inventory, and then you have, like, let's say you're entering a boss battle, you're out of all the resources that you used to fight the boss, right? So you had, let's say you had steak and you ate all of your food during the first boss battle attempt, and your second attempt you can't really do anything because you have no food, making it pretty much impossible. So this is kind of a system to save your inventory, and it's really ugly, and it doesn't work exceptionally well because of glitches. But when I press that, it says LegoBro has just set there a checkpoint, and I don't know if that makes any sense because I just left the typo in. It didn't bother me. But you see, when I respawn, it gives me the items I had saved. So let's say I grab some gold, that's fine, and then I die. So I got 3 more gold, and I go back on. I only get, as you can see, the system's imperfect at times. I might need to increase the size of this catching tray. But I get 3 gold and my steak back. No more extra gold. So if let's say I get a whole butt ton of gold and I die, I should only respawn with 3. Yeah, so that's fine. And you can obviously remove the button so that it can't spam spam checkpoints. And another issue, let's say I died right here and all my items are on the ground. So you don't really want them to be able to drop items on the ground and pick it back up. So what this does is it kills all the items on the ground. And I didn't get my sword that time for some reason. Like I said, it's an imperfect system, and I don't know how good it'll be or how useful it will be, since you can't use it with chests. Because if I set block a chest right here, you can just throw your items in there and then die and then get more items, and in a sense it gives you a chance to dupe, and that's never fun. So let's see how this works. As you can see, this is like the display. This is what it mainly does. So I've got these 2 which set block chests, and I'll show you where they get set. And this is the say command. Whoops. This is to remove the deaths 1. So this just shows that if you have a scoreboard objective, let's say my tab is in my list, if you see up there by my name, that's my deaths, how many times I've died. So let's say I died once. Whoops. Let's fix that. Yeah, it doesn't teleport me if I'm in game mode 2. So I have set to 1, but if I respawn, once it saves my inventory, it doesn't increase it further than what you had. So after that, it teleports you into this room, this little chamber, and it sets your spawn point to this chamber, and then after that it just kills you. So what this does is, once you're in here and you die, you lose you drop all of your items, which get sorted into these two chests. Not necessarily sorted, but they just get dropped into these two chests. And those are the two chests that are here. Whoops, sorry about that. Those two chests are the ones that are getting set block from the initial commands. So if I copy and I open both of these, see how it's, and I believe, yeah, it's this one. It empties it so that the inventory resets every time you set your checkpoint. And then after you respawn, you go into this chamber, which initially, when you first land, it kills every item on the floor that is at least 5 blocks away from... Yep, is it at least? Yeah, at least 5 blocks away. So anything within 5 blocks it won't destroy. Anything more it will. And then it runs this command, which teleports all of the items that are on top of the pressure plate to you. And back here, it clears your inventory of chests, which you don't really need chests. So to copy the inventory, so this is like you saved your inventory here. To copy it, we use clone, and these two commands, clone, if let's remove that. I should have activated it. Yeah. So you can see these two chests are copies of these two chests. And after that activates, it runs these two commands, which destroy the chests, dropping their items. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see. I'll open it up, and you can see all the items drop and fall. So after they do that, you simply get teleported to around here, somewhere around there. And that's pretty much how it works. So, like I said, there's a few flaws in the system. And the biggest one is there's a glitch with 1.10, and you already saw it. Let's go into game mode 2. So I save my inventory. It's all fine. You see the chest get broken. I get all my items. But if I have more items, it increases the chance of one of them just flying out for whatever reason. It's a glitch in the game. I don't know why exactly. But it gets launched above the air. And that's what the water's for. To increase the catching. And another big flaw of this system is, let's say I have a bunch of gold. That's quite a bit actually. So like 3 stacks of gold, or just 3 stacks of items in general. So you die, and you notice I'm just sitting in here for quite a while because it uses hoppers to store the items into memory. It puts them in the chests, and that's kind of obnoxious because it takes such a long time for the items to get processed. You can see if you had a full inventory of all of your fancy items, it would be rather annoying to wait for this long when you just want to get back into the action. If we go into game mode 3, you can see just how slow. Oh, I think it's just finished actually. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it just finished there. Another funny thing, actually I can spam this. Let's switch this to repeat. Press it twice just because I can. Let's switch out the gold and the beef just to make it better. I don't know if this is considered a problem, but let's say I had armor. Go into game mode 2, I guess. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, whoops. leather boots, was it? Pretty sure. Yeah, I was right. So I'm fully geared up, and let's grab another wooden sword. Whoops. So let's say this is as full of an inventory as you can get. One thing in your offhand, one thing, all the slots, and of course it might take a little bit of time. It shouldn't take as exceptionally long. But the problem with this is that your inventory is full, and you can't pick up your armor or other things when you first spawn, and that's a little annoying if you have that full of an inventory. They still get teleported to you, so you can rearrange stuff afterwards. But the easiest way, I would say, to prevent this is to remove like a line of inventory. If you want them to get like everything right into their hotbar, right into their main inventory. But this is taking a bit longer than I thought it would. And I added this system so that you have to wait while it processes, because you don't want to respawn with partial inventory as it's still sorting, just because that would make it feel incomplete. So I'm going to wait for a second, and we'll be back when all the items get sorted and I get teleported. Okay, so I respawned. All my items, my huge inventory is back, and you can see I did get my leather armor, but I've got these items on the ground, and that's not, you don't like spawning with a bunch of items on the ground. You can still pick everything up and whatnot. So now I've got my full inventory again. But there's one more imperfection that I found, and again it has to do with massive inventories. But with this system, it got clogged up with swords at the bottom, even though because of this inventory was full. There should be an easy way to stop that though. So that's just my take on saving like personal inventory. As of now, this doesn't work with survival, but you could probably pretty easily change it so that it can. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any ideas for this series or ways you think this system could be improved, just tell me down in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. But other than that, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.